Hello.
Sounds
So this is lecture number 13 regarding the risk management and software engineering. So there are several questions which will arise whenever we are going to design or developing any software. Then the first question is the what is a risk? Okay, whenever we are working in a company and going to implement any product, then there will be always risk, because there are several companies which are in competition for implementing any type of product. We can talk about the software development, hardware production, as well as we can talk regarding several companies which are making or developing or creating or implementing any type of product. So there is always risk whenever we are preparing any material or product as it will launch in the market. So along with the risk in the competitive market, in the competitive time, then how will we manage the risk? That is called the risk management. Okay, so there are number of ways we can manage the risk, and along with this we can also concentrate over the principles by which we can manage risks. And risk management is integrated in project management, how we will integrate the risk management during the development of the new project. Risk management is implemented in small projects in a company. Okay, we always include the factor risk management. So we analyze several factors, that is called the risk analysis, during the implementation of even small projects in a company. How can we control the risk in a project? So there are several queries here related to the risk and the risk management. Now, first is the what is risk? So risk is an uncertainty. Okay, we are not aware what is going to happen in the next moment. So that is called the uncertainty. So risk is nothing but is an uncertainty. We don't know whether a particular event will occur or no. Okay, it will depend on the time. Like we can say that we are not aware even by our death. Okay, we are not aware by the moment, so at which time anything will be happened. Okay, we are not aware by, we can say, any accident, or we have no information of the next moment. So similarly, during the implementation of any product, or if we are working in a company, so there is always risk, and we come over the risk, and that is called the risk management. So just there is an example here, an example it is given here. You can see the team is working on a project, okay, and the developer walks out of a project, and other person is recruited in his place, and he doesn't work on the same platform. Okay, you are not aware by the machine or the platform you are working on that platform. Okay, suppose the project was developed by you, and sometimes you leave that company, or the company is not ready to uh, give you more time there. So at that instant, the company will take the next step and recruit another person in place of you. Then sometimes it may be possible that he haven't knowledge about the particular platform, that is the operating system on which that software was developed, and that was incomplete. Okay, so sudden we cannot do the work on the same project perfectly, because we are not aware by the particular machine or the platform. Then what happens? It takes time. Okay, it will take long time. So it into the platform he is comfortable with. Then he will change the platform. Okay, because he is not comfortable with the old one or with that machine or the platform. So now the project has to yield the same result in the same time span. Whether they are able to complete the project on time, that is the risk of schedule. So this type of we can say event is called the risk. Okay, so the company will take the risk. Risk is a problem that could cause some loss, or we can also say the threat. So it is a sort of, or we can say it is a problem. Okay, so the project could be completed in a long time, and this will come under the risk. So such type we can say the factors which will arise during the development of the project, and how we are going to manage, then this is called the risk management. Okay, so these potential issues might harm cost, so it directly affect the cost of the project, or schedule, or technical success of the project, and the quality of our software device. Okay, so the risk that will be taken by the company, that will directly have the adverse effect over the cost, schedule means timings to complete the project, or we can say the technical success of the project, and also it will affect the quality of the software. Okay, and the project team moral. So there are several factors the risk will affect. Now the word is called the risk management. What is this? The risk management is the system of identifying, addressing, and eliminating these problems. Okay, if we are overcome to such type of risk, then this is called the risk management. So risk management is the system of identifying, addressing, and eliminating such type of problems. Okay, so we can say that we are going to protect our project to damage. Okay, otherwise, suppose we are going to develop any project, and it is going to complete in a number of days. Suppose the time was to complete that project 2 months only, and due to some factor of the risk, our team is developing the same project in 6 months, then sometimes the company for which you are going to implement the project, that organization will not accept. Okay, because such type of projects are time bound. Okay, so there are three main classification of the risk. Here we can say the type of risk which can affect a software project. So it will affect the software project. So these are three types of risk are project risk, technical risk, business risk. So project risk here means sometime project risk, we have already given the example. Our team is working and sometime one of the main developers left the company due to some other reasons or factors. Okay, and we can say that it is very difficult to get the same person which is working on the project, and that time it will be very difficult to complete the same project. Okay, because if we will recruit the new software engineer or the developer or the programmer, then it is not necessary that he will be able to work on the same platform, or he may understand all the coding which is done by the preceding person, or the we can say that the first person, okay, which has left the company. Technical risk here, the technical risk means that during the implementation we are not following some type of risk, technical risk, and as the time will enhance, okay, the technology will change, and we have to follow the same technology during the implementation. So as the time will increase or enhance to complete the project, some technical factors may arise during the development, okay, due to the change in the technology. So such type of risk are called the technical risk. Business risk means you are going to complete your project after the given time. Okay, suppose the company gave you the time to complete your project only 2 months, and you are completing this project in 6 months. Okay, as it will launch in the market, then sometimes we can say there will be no value of that project, and demand may be finished that time. Okay, due to the rapid speed, or we can say rapid change in the technology or the user's demand. So sometime it may obsolete. So such type of risk, or we can also say that there are several companies which may be working on the same project, and mm, they may be launched as early as possible before the launch of the same project by your company. Okay, so such type of risk are called the business risk, because on a single product there are several companies which are working. Okay, then there is a competition who will launch first in the market. So such type of things is called the business risk. So project risk, technical risk, business risk. Now here we can see risk management activities. So what are the different risk management activities? So this is the risk management divided into two parts. First is called the risk assessment, and second classification is the risk control. Okay, so risk management we can classify into two parts. First, we will assess the risk. Okay, what are those factors? First, we will note it down, and after that, we will control, including using those factors which we are going to assess. Then that is called the risk control. Okay, so there are several factors. So risk assessment, how we can do? There we can see risk identification. We will identify risk, then risk analysis, risk prioritization. So these are the three factors so that we can assess the risk. Okay. Then how can we do the control? That is called the risk control. So again, there are classification. First is called the risk management planning. We will do the planning for the risk management, risk monitoring. Here we will monitor on the all type of risk, that is the project risk, technical risk, business risk. So we will monitor on all those risks from very starting so that we can protect our project against the risk and risk resolution. So here we will try to avoid number of factors, and we will come over a point to get the particular solution, that is the risk resolution. Now here we can see what are the different here objectives. So how we will do the risk assessment? So the objective of the risk assessment is to division the risk in the condition of their loss. So here we will divide the risk assessment as we have already seen here during the risk management activities here, risk identification, risk analysis, risk prioritization. Okay, so here we can emphasize the objective of risk assessment is to division the risk in the condition of their loss. So if there is a loss, then we can divide the risk into different factors. For risk assessment, first every risk should be rated in two methods. So what are those two methods? The possibility of a risk coming true. Okay. So if the possibility of a risk is okay, means true, condition is true, and we denote the risk by alphabet, here you can see R. Okay, so here just we are indicating risk by R. The consequence of the issues relates to the risk, and here these consequence of the issues we are going to denote by S. So we concentrate over the consequence of the issues. Okay, what are those factors which are affecting our project life? That is all the consequence of the issues, means the main reasons, main factors which are affecting our project life. So here we are denoting those factors by S. Okay, small s, and this is R. Then based on these two methods, the priority of each risk can be estimated. Now the priority of each risk, here how we can calculate or estimate. then priority of each risk denoted by P. Okay, then P is equal to R into S. Okay, so R is the risk, uh, whether it is okay, true. Okay, if there is no any risk, we are completing our project within time, and there is no any such factors which may affect our project. Okay, then if we are up to date, our scheduling is okay. Okay, we are completing our project in a particular time deviation, which is provided or given by the organization. Then no need to manage the risk. Okay, because we are completing our project technically and we are launching on a particular time, then there will be no risk. Okay, no need to manage. Otherwise, this is one of the constant factors which we will consider always. Sometimes we can say due to some mishappening. Sometimes you can see, just I am giving you the example of the Corona, COVID-19. Okay, so during that time, there are several companies uh, which were, we can say, completely locked. Okay, so there were no workers there, no programmers, or the speed of the work became very slow down. Okay, slow process. So that time we can say uh, there was the major risk. Okay, so sometime such type of event may occur because we are not aware what will happen on the next moment. So we will consider the risk factor always during the development of any project or any product. Okay, because there are several factories, we can say, or industries, so that are developing or implementing a lot of product. So risk management is with all companies or the organization or the factories. Okay, because this is a sort of uncertainty. Risk is, what is risk? Risk is uncertainty. Anything could be happen at any instant. That is called the risk. Okay, then how we are going to manage that uncertainty, that is called the risk management. Okay, so one of the software engineer developed the formula here. The risk is denoting by R, and then consequence of the issues means some factors which will affect directly the risk, denote here we are going to denote by S. Then we can say priority of the risk can be estimated as R into S. Okay, here R is the risk and S is the factors which will affect directly to our product life. So P is equal to R into S. So where P is the priority. Okay. Priority with which the risk must be controlled. So here we are going to control. So one of the factors which is going to control the risk, just we are going to indicate it by P, and P is equal to R into S. So R is the probability of the risk becoming true. Okay. If we can say that the risk is occurring, so probability of the risk becoming true, and S is the severity of loss caused due to risk becoming true. Okay, if the risk is true, and if risk is true, then the severe loss may occur. Okay, so we can say that condition is that will be also true. Then P is equal to R into S. So P is the priority, so that we can control the risk. That is, if we are going to control that risk, that is called the risk management. Here, now here you can see project can be of used by a large variety of risks. So we have a large variety of the risk. To identify the significant risk, this might affect a project. It is necessary to categorize into the different risk of classes. So there are number of we can say the classes of the risk here. So there are different types of risk which can affect the software project. Now here we can see technology risk. So what is the technology risk? Risk that assume from the software or hardware technologies. Okay, that are used to develop the system. Technology risk because it is changing rapidly with the time. So that is called the technology risk. So whenever we are working on a project, okay, with any company, then if you will develop the project within the time duration provided by the organization, then we are working with the technology. Otherwise, if you will create the delay, okay, if you will develop your project after a long time, then there will be the technology risk. And such type of risk you may suffer because both technologies, whether it is related to the software or the hardware, we can say that changing rapidly. So it may affect your project, okay, whether it is a software or hardware. So, and it may happen during the development of the project. Second is called the people risk. So risk that are connected with the person in the development team. Okay. So such type of risk, this is connected with the person in the development team. People risk, okay, just you are going to change your team. So sometimes the problem may occur. So that is called the people risk. Organizational risk, risk that assume from the organizational environment where the software is being developed. Or sometimes the organization change the machine or the platform, and earlier they gave to develop the project for a particular, we can say, the organization. Then after, suppose you are your team is developing after a long time, you are going to complete your project after a long time. Then up to that time, the organization may change all the environment of the company. Okay, within 1 year or the within 6 months. So due to the change in the technology, so they can also change the organization for which you are going to develop the project. Okay, so your project may obsolete. So that is the organizational risk. Tool risk, risk that assume from the software tools and other software support software used to create the system. So that is the tools risk. Okay. So because whenever you develop or implement the software, so for the development you use a number of tools. Okay. For the design purpose, for the testing purpose, okay, for the coding purpose. Now there are several tools, several softwares you will use for the design, development, or the testing purpose. Then we can say tools risk means that may also change, okay, due to the change in the technology, or we can have the compatibility problem. So that is called the tool risk. So here we can say there is a wide uh, classification of number of risks. Okay, so technology risk, people risk, organizational risk, tools risk, and another is the requirement risk and estimation risk here. So risk that assume from the change to the customer requirement and the process of managing the requirements change. So requirement risks are those risks which will be changed by you, but as per the demand of the customer. because sometimes at the end the customer requirement may change. Okay, due to the change in time, change in the technology, or as per requirement of the organization for which you are going to develop the project due to the delay in time. Okay, due to the delay in time, the requirement may change. So that comes under the requirement risk. Estimation risk, the risk that assume from the management estimates of the resources required to build the system. Okay, estimation risk means just you are going to calculate the price or the cost of the particular software, and this estimation will depend on the resources required to develop the particular project. Okay, so that is called the estimation risk. So sometime the resources may change due to the delay in time. Everything will happen due to the delay in time, or if you will take long time for the development of the project. Okay, so the cost may enhance. That is called the estimation risk. That will come under the estimation risk, because if you will develop the project in a long duration, in a long time, so the cost will enhance due to the much time, or we can say the more time will be taken by the programmers. So the salary will go, more salary will be given to the developers. Okay, and also the other charges, that is the building charge, or we can say the electricity charges, or XYZ plus other charges, we can say. So the cost will enhance, and that will come under the estimation risk. Okay, so these are the different category of the risk. Now, how we can do the risk analysis? So we analyze the risk. So during the risk analysis process, you have to consider every identified risk and make a perception of the probability and seriousness of that risk. So far we have considered a list of number of risks. Okay. So first we will analyze those. Here you can see technology risk, people risk, organizational risk, tools risk, requirement risk, estimation risk. Okay, then here you can see the there are number of factors of the risk. Then here we can analyze all those risks. Okay, so we can find out the probability and seriousness of this that risk. So we will calculate that which factor has more impact over the implementation of the software. That is called the seriousness of that risk. Okay, so there is no simple way to do this, even though it is not easy to calculate from such type of factors, or to do the risk analysis by considering all the preceding classification of the risk. So there is no simple way to do this. You have to rely on your perception and experience of the previous projects and the problems that arise in them. So here we will analyze all the risks with the help of the past experience. Okay, perception and the past experience of the previous projects. Okay, otherwise it is very difficult to do the risk analysis on the basis of the few factors. So for that, the experience is mandatory. Now we can another point here. It is the process of managing risk to achieve desired output. So how we are going to manage all those risks? So it is a process, so that to achieve the desired outcomes, because we always want the desired outcomes or the results. Okay, so here we have to manage all type of risk factors. So there are three main methods to plan for risk management. three factors here you can see. Avoid the risk. So first we will try to avoid the risk. We will take care of all those factors with the help of our perception and also the experience, the past experience. So we will try to avoid all those factors which we may face during the development of the project. Okay, so for this, past experience is essential. So this may take several ways, such as discussing with the client to change the requirement. So beforehand, we can discuss with the client, okay, to change the requirement, to decrease the scope of the work, giving incentives to the engineers to avoid the risk of human resources turnover. So we may protect our project if we will take care beforehand. Okay, we will try to avoid few factors. Okay, then we can say avoid such type of risk, minor risk. Then transfer the risk. So we can also transfer the risk. This method involves getting the risky element developed by a third party, buying insurance cover, etc. So also we can take care of this, transfer the risk. Okay. So there are several factors which will happen during the development of the project. Okay. So risk reduction, how we can reduce the risk. This means planning method to include the loss. Okay. So during the planning, or we can say planning method to include the loss due to the risk. So for instance, if there is a risk that some key personnel might leave, new recruitment can be planned. So risk reduction, we will take care that we are not going to recruit any new programmer during the design of the project. Okay, suppose if we want to recruit any new, we can say the software engineer or the programmer, then we can do such type of recruitment, but after the completion of that particular project. Okay, so we will avoid the risk. So that this is called the risk reduction. Suppose any programmer during the development is saying that please increase my salary. Okay, because he knows better that if we will run away or leave the company during the development of this project, then we can get the good salary. Okay, so the organization uh, may think over this and can reduce the risk so that he can compromise with that software engineer. Okay, so he will not recruit the new faculty. Just I am taking your attendance because only few seconds left. So thank you so much. Any query, please? Only few seconds left. Thank you. Thank you so much.